All right, so I wanted to talk about this because it just popped into my head and I wanted to talk about it. But I just wanted to say the like I'm really frustrated with melee constantly being an issue in Borderlands games and people always say like why is melee not a viable option? In every single game, they always say that. And what makes me so pissed off about that is that they even said it in Wonderlands. Like, Wonderlands had the best melee system we have ever seen in a Borderlands game. It was amazing. It was fantastic. Some of the legendary melee weapons were incredible. And honestly, some people complain that there were some bosses that you couldn't kill with melee. And it's like, I mean, sure, but you got to get creative, you know. I mean, there's a gun that does melee damage. I know that's not what you want, but it's one boss, all right? You have a gun that does melee damage. Suck it up and use it, okay? For one boss, I think you can do that. That's just the way I look at it. Second of all, you have an action skill with the Stabomancer. That's ranged. That's melee damage. You can deal damage, melee damage, to that boss. I've killed that boss with a melee build just fine. Like, it takes a little bit of time. But if you have the right build, you can surely do it. And it doesn't take a complicated build at all. So, like, when people were saying, oh, well, why is melee not a viable option in Wonderlands? That's such BS, dude. Wonderland's melee was perfect. It was perfect. It was perfect, okay? Some bosses it wasn't great for. That's fine, okay? One, two bosses, three bosses, especially with the way Wonderlands was designed. Like, if you had a melee build, there was no reason for you to go into that DLC to fight the dragon, right? You didn't have to fight the dragon with your melee build. What did you unlock? You unlocked a boss that you didn't want to fight and legendaries that you didn't need to get. So, whatever. Who cares? Just don't fight the boss. Don't throw that boss into your chaos dungeons. And I get it. If your build was a melee build and that was the only build that you were using and you were you were counting on that build to be able to do all the content in the game. Look, man. Look, man. Look. Look. This is Borderlands we're talking about, okay? This is like the first game that actually has a good melee system. And you're expecting it to handle all the content? Melee could hardly handle any content in any of the other games. Sure, there was Krieg in Zero and Borderlands 2. Krieg wasn't bad, but once you got into OP levels, it really fell off. Zero was really good, but he was a mix between guns and melee. He wasn't really a pure melee sort of guy. He really wasn't. You can make it work, surely. I mean, action skill and melee. Pair those two together. You can make it work, but once you fought a boss, like, try doing that with Saturn. Only melee on Saturn? No. You're not going to pull that off. So, to me, it's just so stupid that we always complain about melee damage and melee builds in these Borderlands games. I mean, I was right along there with you until you guys started shitting on the melee builds in Wonderlands. It's like Wonderlands has great melee. The melee system in Wonderlands is like dang near perfect. And you guys were sitting, pissing and moaning about, oh, well, I can't kill this one boss. I can't kill this one boss with my melee weapon. Shut up. Make another character. Play the game on a different build. Like, maybe equip a different action skill. I'm sorry, but there's options for you. Use a gun. I don't know what to tell you, man. Don't fight the boss. Which, I mean, okay, so there's one boss you can't kill. It's fine. Okay? No one judges you for it. It's fine. You probably don't even need the legendary that boss drops. It's not even the best legendary to use for a status effect build. It's a status effect legendary that's not even the best choice. You might as well just go with a corrupted plate mail. Pretty sure that's what it was, what it's called. But anyways, at this point, I've made my point. I'm rambling right now. So look, guys, if you're gonna complain about Melee, about anything at all, in any game whatsoever, especially a series of games in this conversation, in this context, you have to recognize when they do stuff right. And if you don't recognize when they do stuff right, then you're just complaining when they do stuff right. And when you just complain when they do the right thing, then they'll never do the right thing. So you gotta learn when to stop complaining and when to give out laurels, okay? But yeah, that's it. Just wanted to rant for a little bit. Catch you later. Take care.